Hey guys, it's me, Dave, and welcome back to week 37 of Building Mandalore. So today is going to be an exciting segment. We are finishing this mock today. It's not the finale. Finale's next week, and the finale is where we add the battle, all the gunships, all the minifigures, everything comes together in the finale. But today we finish the main building part of Mandalore. So that means we're going to be putting roofs on both sides of the front side of Mandalore. Hopefully that makes sense. But we're also going to be working on the what I call the scaffolding area, which is basically the encounter of Ahsoka and Maul up at the ceiling of the Mandalorian city that we see in episode 10 of season 7 from Star Wars: The Clone Wars, where, you know, Ahsoka's basically just chasing Maul, and of course he tries to escape to his ship, and of course can't, falls, and then of course the gunships capture him. So we're going to be recreating that scene, not above the mock. Unfortunately, we can't really do that. I mean, we could maybe, but it just wouldn't work that way. So instead we're using a room on the side of the mock, which I think will work just fine. And I actually have a little bit of fun here towards the end. You'll see what I mean, where I add just a little Easter egg, little extra detail that I think really captures the moment perfectly. So I'm really excited to show you guys what I've been working on. Of course, I just want to remind you guys, got my own Solid Brix Studios merch. So this is the other version of that t-shirt that I showed last week, where you have just the trooper helmet on the side. I actually really like this look. It's kind of minimalistic, but also gets the point across that, you know, you're a hardcore Lego Star Wars fan and Clone Wars fan. So definitely take a look at the merch store down below. It does support the channel. We have actually been selling quite a bit of shirts as well, so thank you guys so much that did actually purchase one last week. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this segment right now, guys. All right, guys, so jumping back into Mandalore. Good to be back. We are working on this section right here. This is basically the last main build that we have to do for Mandalore. Now, I've been kind of hyping this up, which is the scaffolding, as I call it. It's basically all of these different beams that's supposed to actually be the very top of Mandalore. It's supposed to be like that outer shell around the city. Now, unfortunately, due to lots of reasons, that's not necessarily possible. So instead, I've dedicated this room right here next to the throne room to be the scaffolding area, and I think it'll work out just fine. I'm really excited actually to build this. You can actually see I've already started working on right here. So this section right here is our prison cells. A lot of you were wondering how I would build build over this, and basically, of course, we're going to snot. This is a common thing I've used in Mandalore. Of course, snot referring to studs not on top. It's sideways Lego, and it is going very well, actually. So I'm going to use these light bluish gray bricks all along right here. It's not going to go out all the way to here. You can see I've already cut it off, so it's just going to go to here to match up with this wall, and it should look really good. So once I have all this covered up, then we are going to actually add the scaffolding piece itself. It'll be hopefully one giant section that will just connect into here and here. Well, once I fix that here. But and then once we have all the scaffolding done, I'm going to build a window here, and then we'll just cover it up with this roof that we were working on a couple weeks ago. We're going to go ahead and just cover that roof up right there. So let's go ahead and check out my design for this scaffold. Okay, guys, so after a lot of prototyping, this is the final design that I came up with, and I gotta say, it really looks good. I'm very happy with it. Now, it's not like 100% accurate. I think there's actually 8 beams in terms of these connections right here from the Clone Wars show, but is anybody really going to critique me that hard? The important thing is to just get the way it looks across, and I think I did that pretty well. I feel like it's recreating that, I guess it's episode 10 of Star Wars: The Clone Wars from season 7. So it was just important that I got the same kind of look of that area. It's not perfect in terms of how the beams are aligned, but it's pretty close in my opinion. So this is actually a ton of different techniques actually going on here. We're actually using Technic beams. We're using hinge pieces. We're using this weird split 45 degree, or yeah, I think it's like a 45 degree angled piece right there. And then we're also using ball head pieces all together. So lots of different mashes of techniques. That's why so many prototypes were actually made to make what you see here. On top of that, it's actually fully suspended. As you can see, it is 100%, I guess, floating. It's only being held up by this right here and this right here, these two little clear bricks, if you want to call them that. But it's looking really, really good, actually. I'm very happy with it. These can actually move a little bit. I'm not going to, but they're fully adjustable. Now, another thing is, so you'll notice this Technic beam has tiles on it. This one does not. That is just because I have literally run out of tiles. I've actually had to start taking tiles off the mock from other areas. So I've already put a Bricklink order to replace that. So that's something I'll fix up in the finale. I'll add tiles here as well as some of the tiles that have been, I guess, taken away from the mock, but they'll return by the time the finale comes around. So I'm very, very happy with the way this turned out, guys. I hope you really like this design. I'm very happy with it, and I can't wait to see now what it looks like in that room. So very exciting. Let's go ahead and attach it now. So it's fully installed now. Gotta say, it looks really good. Much better than I even anticipated. It looks so cool when it's just floating in this area right here. So I'm pretty happy with it, actually. I think it really does look accurate to the Clone Wars show. I think it really does what it needed to do, which is create this scene, but we're not even done yet. There's still one more thing that I want to do to this area. But first, what I want to do is actually build a window right here, and I want to finish off this roof, and then I'll show you guys what I have planned as one last finishing touch for this area. Boy, this looks so good right here. Worked out perfectly. So let's see what I build. All right, guys, we have our roof complete now. As you can see, it's quite long. It's quite a big roof. Believe it or not, it's actually pretty sturdy. It does have a little bit of a bend to it, but that's all right. For the most part, it is pretty rigid and should be able to hold up over time. I'm not too worried about it. So I took off the, it was basically half finished, so I basically fully completed the roof right here. So now what we have to do is attach it onto all of this. But first I just, want to give you the last look. And then I also went ahead. Here's that window design I came up with. So I really wanted a clear window so that way you could see Ahsoka and Maul at this angle. Otherwise the angle wasn't, I don't know. I didn't get the angle I wanted from this view. So I wanted to make sure I had that. So now we have that angle, and that looks really good, actually. So I really like that window design, and I've actually already went ahead and copied it on the other side as well. So these are fully complete now. Both sides here and here are now complete. This side will get a roof here in just a few minutes. But now comes the fun part of attaching this first roof right here. So let's get that together, because I'm kind of nervous because there's a lot of connection points. Hopefully it'll go well. So let's see what that looks like. So I gotta say, it turned out better than I had anticipated. It was actually one of the easiest roofs I've ever attached to a mock. Oh, but what's this, guys? What's this right here? Oh snap, that's right. I got a little bit of a surprise for you guys. Yep, that's exactly right. I wanted to recreate that spotlight from Darth Maul's Mandalorian starfighter shining down to hopefully aid his escape from Ahsoka. Of course, he didn't make it. Instead, the gunships captured him, but I really wanted to recreate that light so badly. I was like, we have lighting in this mock. This is a perfect opportunity to add something, so that's exactly what I did. So there is a LED light. You can actually see it right there on the Mandalorian starfighter, and it's just shining down through a small little hole. You can also see that right there. It's a nice bright white light, and it really actually is quite bright. That casts a good shadow on this area right here. I actually really like that too. Kind of gives it, again, a more three-dimensional look here, so that's really, really cool. But it also just looks really cool from the outside too. Really like how that looks. And also, it's just nuts to turn this light on. It's just nuts to see a roof on this area now. It's taken forever, but it actually honestly changes the mock quite a bit once you put that roof on, which is quite insane. But really, I am so thrilled with the way this LED light came out here. This looks so good, guys. I'm extremely happy with it. I hope you guys really enjoy it. I think it was totally worth the effort to install the light. But yeah, this area now is 100% complete. We have the scaffolding now installed here. We have this area all covered up. This is all done. Ignore the mess down here. Got some minifigures and stuff going in here. Also, if you just want to quickly mention this, I am I'm doing sig figs and some of the cells to people who actually donated on my live streams, my Lego build live stream. So if you want to be a part of that, definitely stay tuned to my live stream in this upcoming week. And if you're watching this afterwards, then apologize for you missing out, but that's all right. There's always future mocks, guys. Anyhow, that just looks so awesome. I'm really thrilled with the way this whole area turned out. This looks so good, better than I could have imagined. Now we have this blank roof. I'm going to let you guys just guess about the gunships and the drop ships, because that's going to be in the finale. So this area is complete, and it's looking so good. Oh yeah, you can also see it through these windows as well. Looks awesome too. So yeah, this all turned out really well. Now, one last thing is making the roof for this area. It should be relatively simple, very similar to that. The only difference is we have to have a hole for this right here, our elevator shaft area. We're just going to carve out a hole out of the roof, and then that's going to be it, and we'll be done. So let's see what that looks like. You know, it's quite crazy just what a roof can do. So here it is, guys, the finished roof now. I'm really happy with the way it came out. Looks excellent. Looks really cool, especially with the elevator shaft right here. But we have that final wall up now, so all of the walls along all of Mandalore on the backside is fully complete, and pretty much all of the main building is now 100% complete as well. So I'd say I put the mock at 99% complete. All that's left is just some minor things like some trees to go in the middle, and that's about it. So pretty insane. Mandalore is really almost done. We are right towards that finale next week, so I'm so excited. It's also really cool to see those windows like blacked out now. For a while you could see through into the shelves, so I really like that they're closed off. And same goes with over here. I really like that you can see different things in the windows, which just adds a little bit in terms of just extra details. I also went ahead, put a gunship here, not final spot for either of these ships, but I just wanted to give everybody the scale of Mandalore. Now that it's pretty much complete, just take that in. That's the gunship, and there's Mandalore. So hopefully you guys get a good idea of scale now. But coming back over to this roof, I just want to quickly go over a couple things. First off, remember that little sewage vent, or not vent, but drainage area that I was talking about from last week? I actually went with a different design. I did some inverted. I guess these are. I don't know what the specific piece is, but it's pretty neat because it's flipped upside down. I actually used a really cool technique in order to make that work, but you can actually still see through and have light come all the way down the shaft that we made right here. So that's looking really cool. Nice little tidbit. Now over here, had to do some strange things, especially with this piece right here. You can see it's not quite aligned on both sides, and that's just because I couldn't attach it correctly, and so I had to come up with a little makeshift method of a 2x2 tile with a stud in the middle, and it just kind of worked out that way. It still looks really good though. I'm still happy. It basically matches the curve that we kind of created right here, so I'm very happy with it. The other cool thing is you'll see I have this little makeshift ladder acting as kind of a little docking area so you can actually get to the elevator. Totally unnecessary to make that, but I really wanted to because it didn't make any sense. Whoops. It really didn't make any sense in terms of how the clones would actually get onto it, because you couldn't really go that way. So I went ahead and put that there, and as you can see, it works really well. You can actually put a clone trooper on there, and it works as advertised. And if I want to just put it out of the way, it is, of course, retractable. So you still get that really cool shot of being able to go down here. I also have the lights on, so that looks really good as well. But yeah, I'm really happy with just this simple little ladder, just acting as a little docking area to get to the elevator. So that's really cool. I can't wait to add a gunship right there, of course, with Ahsoka and, of course, Vaughn and troops coming down into the tunnels. That's what I want to recreate. So that's just really exciting. Again, it's crazy what just a roof can do. It really, honestly, changes this entire area. Of course, it covers it up, so it's all dark on the inside. Actually, it looks really cool in here. Looks really mysterious almost. I like it. So it's really, really cool. I really actually like how this window came out. Much better than I anticipated. I was really worried about what I was going to do here, but I think these window designs honestly really just perfectly fit in with what we had been working on with Mandalore. So I think it looks great. I cannot wait to see what you guys have to say down in the comments now that Mandalore is basically 99% complete. Again, the only thing left is to add some shrubs, finish up this area. This is all going to get cleaned up. I even have the parts here for some different trees. Going to be using this specific piece in the finale video. This is the elephant tree trunk piece is what they call it on Bricklink, so it's pretty funny. But yeah, it's crazy. That's a gunship. This is Mandalore. All right, guys, let's go ahead and end it out. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing Mandalore really just come together. We are so close to the finale. I'm aiming for the finale to be next week, hopefully Friday. That's not guaranteed, though. It might actually be the week after, so we might have to do the first week of June of 2020 instead of the end of May of 2020, only because there's a certain couple of lighting elements that I want to come in to actually light up the mock. Not actually LED lights inside the Lego. We've already been doing that, but it's just something to really light up the mock in terms of like showing it in the best way possible. So I'm waiting on something like that to come in. I've already ordered it, as well as minifigures. So I'm actually going to be collaborating with Clone Army Customs. So you guys know them, hopefully. They're good. Tyler, who's the owner of Clone Army Customs, he's a good friend of mine. I'm not going to talk too much about the collaboration between me and him, but I'm just going to let you guys know that the finale for Building Mandalore is going to be insane. I have so many ships, I have so many minifigures, I have so many ideas for how we're going to play out this battle and the finale. So I'm so excited. I'm not going to keep talking because I don't want to spoil it. I want you guys to get hyped for the finale. Again, I don't know when it will happen. Stay tuned to my Twitter and Instagram stories if you want to like get more updates, but it will be a premiered episode, so you'll get like a day before it premieres, you'll get a notification. So if you haven't already, hit the notification down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. I found out only 30% of you guys that watch Mandalore are subscribed, so please hit the subscribe button, guys. The 70% of you out there not subscribed, hit the button down below so you are aware of the finale when it comes out. It's going to be killer, okay? It's going to be awesome. The other thing I quickly want to announce is I'm actually going to be doing a live stream, actually, a Mandalore special live stream where I'm going to be building whole bunch of Mandalorian Gauntlet Starfighter ships. So that old set from 2012, you saw it in the mock just a little bit ago. Gonna be building those. I got Mandalorian battle packs. I got the Mandalorian speeder. We're gonna be building clone battle packs, putting the clone troopers together. So if you want to see all of that, that's gonna be a live stream next week. If you're watching this after next week happened, so if you're watching this basically in June 2020 and onwards, then the stream is already up. So go ahead and take a look at it. But it will be a live stream. I'll probably put a notification out for all of you. Again, hit that notification bell down below to not only be aware of the finale, but also get notifications for that awesome live stream. We're going to be spending a couple hours building all those ships for the finale. So very exciting news. I cannot wait to go into this finale. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Honestly, it has been nothing but amazing seeing you guys enjoy as I build this mock, and we are really coming to the end now. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next week for the finale. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.